Hey guys, this is Shane and welcome to my Curator of the Lost channel. Today it's a books and more episode. It's finds from an estate sale, from some thrift stores, my library bookstores, mostly books, but a few odds and ends that are kind of cool and interesting. And let's books are my wheelhouse. But like always, if you see cool, you got to buy cool. So that's kind of the mantra we go by, right? Hey, as always, I appreciate the views. I look forward to your comments and subscribe. We'll keep doing this and see what happens. So with that, let's jump right in. So I haven't had any like huge scores. Some decent ones, but I've had pretty good success. There was an estate sale literally just right down the road from our house. It was an older lady that's having to move out of her house, and her family, they decided to sell the house, and so she had an estate sale. I stopped by. It was actually on the last day. I didn't get there earlier in the week. It was on a Saturday. I just walked down the street, and it was like 50% off day. And I picked up a couple of things there that are kind of cool. But my thrift stores, my library bookstores, every time I stop in, I'll get 2, 3, 4, 5, multiple items. So lots of good stuff. The first thing is from my library bookstore, so I'll show you. And I think these are gonna be a big win. There were 6 DVDs, and it was this Barefoot Contessa Food Network, and as you can see that they priced them, it was all 6 for $4. Well, 3 of them haven't even been opened. Period. They're still in their total shrink wrap. What's crazy about this? And I don't do a lot of DVD or movie type stuff, videos, but on eBay comps on these things are, and it struck me. I picked them up because of them these still being sealed, right? But even on eBay, lots of 3. I guess there's multiple volumes. Lots of 3 are selling for like $39. There was one completed sale for like 6 of them that went for like $130. So I got to do a little more research. But these not being open, and then 6 total in good shape. I'm thinking I'll at least get $60, $70 for these. At least $10 each. I paid $6 for all of them, so that's a really really big win there. I picked up this John Steakley Armor book. This is one of to me, a cornerstone of modern science fiction. This edition's only $3 or $4. I actually picked this up for a buddy of mine that's also a big science fiction fan, and we were talking about stuff, and he had not read this, so I got this for $1, and I'm just going to give it to him. This is not a resale. However, on this book, if you can find even the paperback versions, if you're looking for Steakley's Armor book, there's I think it's like mid 80s, 84, 85. The paperback versions of Armor actually will bring $20. So it's one to keep your eye out for. But this is just a gift for a friend. Then I picked up these 2 Red Dwarf paperbacks, and I paid $1 each for them, $2. I'll sell these 2 together for 10, maybe $12. Not big money, but these are just more sentimental than anything. Red Dwarf is late 80s through the end of the 90s. It's kind of a sci-fi comedy BBC show, and I liked it for a while. And it's when I see these, it's more nostalgia for me, I guess. But for a couple bucks, I'll get these. I'll sell them, make $10 off of them, and somebody else will enjoy them. So I just like them. That's why I got them. Then she got this for 20 cents. It's a So Patty Got Up. It's a Arsenal Football Club book. I sold comps on this for $5, but like I said, I got 20 cents in it. I saw it actually. It was in my library in the bookshelf area where it's 25 cents each or 5 for $1. And I picked up some stuff, and I had 4, and I saw this. This made my 5th one, and for 20 cents, even if I sell it for $5 plus shipping, that'll be great. These came from a Salvation Army thrift store. And I didn't know anything about this Edward Abbey, and there's, I guess, one of his the Monkey Wrench Gang is one of his more famous works. But one thing that it's not the fact that Edward Abbey necessarily, although I got all 4 of these for $1. It's funny, my Salvation Army they used to be 50 cents for paperbacks and $1 for hardbacks, and on Saturday you got half price. Well, they took that sign down, and now there's no pricing, but it seems like hardbacks are still $1, but paperbacks, soft covers are like maybe 25 cents. I think it depends on what the guy feels like. So I got all 4 of these for $1. Um, there was nothing specific about Edward Abbey, but this is one of my thought processes when I'm in a store. If I see anything with a lot of it, and this is not necessarily a lot for, but it did get caught my eye. Right, there were several of them. Always be thinking when you're looking at books, is looking for what you can do for lot, L-O-T, lot sales. Right, if you can get things at the right price, 25 cents each, you can make good money, because on the newsstand, people, at the bookstores, people have to pay. I mean, the price of this one of these books is $11.99. This thing looks like it was probably read once. So if somebody's buying this is $50 off of Amazon or Barnes and Noble or whatever. They can buy them from me for $20. I only have $1 in them. They get a good deal. I get a good deal. Always look for lots, right? You can make good money on anything if you get it at the right price in lots. All right, so yeah, got $1 in. I'll make 20. I'll probably list those for $24.99. Those four together. All right, this one I'm gonna butcher. All right, this H.P. Lovecraft kind of character, right? His mythos. Some people will say Cthulhu, depending on how it's spelled. Some people will say they'll say Cthulhu. I'm like the worst on pronouncing stuff sometimes. You know what I mean, right? The Cthulhu mythos. Okay, this guy's written several things on H.P. Lovecraft, the Cthulhu character. This was a hardback. I paid $1.50 for it, and I've got sold comps ranging from $12 to $30 on this edition. So this will be a good one, regardless of my pronunciation. This is one I picked up at the estate sale. The Straightening of the Chicago River. It's kind of ratted out, but it was a really cool first edition. I have a list comp of like $40 on this. This condition, I think I may only get 10 or 15, but even though it was kind of ratted out, given the edition, some of the plates in here, it's got some fold out, statistic type things. This book is amazing. Look, it's even got. I'll try to fold this out where you can see it. It's got, look at that, street map plotting in it. I mean, this thing is crazy. I just thought it. I got it for $1. They were saying their books were $2, half price was $1, so that's good. Plus, it was to the state of the lady down the street. Here was another one I bought there for $1. Out of the Sand. This is about a school that's up on Sand Mountain, just south of Huntsville, here in Alabama. I don't have sold comps on this. I have list comps of like 45. Here's one I paid $1.50 for, and man, this video is like I'm gonna like completely butcher pronunciation, but the Gormenghast, and kind of a fantasy sci-fi book. I actually have never read this. I wasn't aware of it, but the cover caught my eye, and I've got sold comps of $30 on this edition. Early versions of this can go for big money, hundreds of dollars. So it's something I'll keep looking for. But this Gormenghast, and I'll have to check it out. I mean, maybe something I want to read one day. Got this at the estate sale for 50 cents. This Willie Pagoni's watercolor lessons. I have, it's got some wear. I have sold comps on this though for $17.99. Even in this condition, I'll sell it for probably $13.99, $15.99. This is a thrift store. It was the Simon and Garfunkel collection songbook. I do pretty good on these. I get them for 50 cents or $1. It's got all the songbook. I've sold comps of 15, $17 on this. It's something, if I can get them for that 50 cents to the dollar range, songbooks like that, I can typically sell them on eBay for $10 to $15 or more, depending on the artist. Here's another one that was for $1 that I've got sold comps of 12 and 14 for. This art of flint napping, making arrowheads, Got these two for basically 50 cents. It's some manuals on Speedway speed reading. I have no comps on this. Don't know anything about it. I've sold some speed reading books in the past. Made good on them. So I'll try these. I've got 40 or 50 cents on them. I think there's another manual in there too. So I'll see what happens with those. I have to do a little more research. Then I got this art book, this Glee by Will Groman. I think this is probably about a $20 book. There's some editions of this that are $50, some that are $12. I paid $1.50 for it. Art books can really be hit or miss. It's kind of borderline into these coffee table kind of books. But this particular artist and this Will Groman, who's published a lot of books on Glee, I think this will be about a $20 book, so that's good. And then here's something that I probably overpaid for. But I got this set. I'll just lift them up here and I'll show you. It's the Little Colonel. These are 1920s books. I got them at my library. They were $2.50 each, so I paid $20 for them. But they have such cool covers. See the Little Colonels. There's the one about knights. This one is the Little Colonel in Arizona. There's his chum, Mary Ware. Little Colonel throws a house party. I want to show you these because the covers are so cool. I see these sold for $5 to $8 each. At $5 each, I would maybe make after fees $15 on this lot. $8 each, I'm doing better, right? Because I've got $2.50 in them. So once all said and done, I think I overpaid for them. I would have rather gotten them more like at $1 a piece. But given the age and the quality, the artwork, it's something I'll be able to sell. I'll make a little off of it, and I just thought they were cool. The last thing I'll show you is from the estate sale. I got this this K&E drafting paper. It's unused, vintage tracing paper. It was said I got it for $2. I see new stock on this running $30 to $50. K&E is a great brand for drafting, vintage drafting stuff. So I'll sell this. It won't be any problem. But then I bought these letter kits. If you don't know what those are, here's one, and then here's the box of them. I'll just show you. It's got a little bit easier to see. So see, there's the lettering, and you can see K&E. Tells you what pen to use. And if you've never seen these, and a lot of times, if you weren't in engineering, or depending if you're not old enough, there's one there. So you may not know how these work, but this particular one with all the electronic symbols on it, I paid $10 at half price. I paid $10 for all these, and there's probably 10 or 12 of them. This one with the electronic symbols on it, I have a sold comp of $12 plus shipping for just this one. But the way these worked, if you're not familiar with them, is you had a drafting table with a T-square on it, and then this sits on top of your T-square, so it's straight. And there's actually the whole pin set there's an apparatus with mechanical pins, and basically this thing sits on your T-square, and you have your paper, your lettering, your drafting page, whatever. And this apparatus, which has like a stylus and comes up to a pin, you would trace with this apparatus, and then move to the next move your next letter, and as you trace here, it would write on your paper here. So it's a drafting template, right? And again, K&E is a really good brand. So I got $10 for those. I paid $10 for all of them. Like I said, I think there's 2, 5, 6. I've got like nine of the templates, and the one with this will make my money back. I'll get $12 for this one if the soul comp holds. So anyway, that's it. I thought they were cool. I like the old K&E stuff. It's something to look out for, but just be careful. Don't overpay for it. Get it at the right price. That some of the stuff can go sky high, but some of the stuff, it's just $5, $6, $8, $10, and if you pay that much for it, you're hosed. So just watch your prices, do your research. But it is something when you're at sales, or you're at especially estate sales, look for this K&E brand on stuff, and slide rules, engineering type things. It's a good brand to look for, and you can but get to know your stuff. Check it out. Don't overpay. All right, so that's it. Books and more. Lots of stuff. Now I got to take photos, get it listed, because remember, if you don't list it, it will not sell. So again, thanks for the view. Appreciate your comments and subscribe. Let's do it.